What you talking about, dog?
Never seen you so focused before.
Well, it's not focus. Actually, both Matt and Aiden have this sort of looking down, like their shoulders are frozen, which means they're both playing the new freaking Star Wars game instead of paying attention. Well, that's fine. We have a special guest tonight for all of probably 5 minutes, so let's start with Joe Gibson. Joe,
Hello.
what did you do on May the 4th, 2023, Star Wars Day? I want to know. People want to know. The stream wants to know. Our fans want to know. They want to know who you are because you're probably barely ever in the show. But past that.
What did I do? I had a business lunch from a company trying to recruit me.
Oh, really?
That's what I did.
Nice.
So you're gonna go work for Star Wars company? No, Disney.
No, I thought
He
company
doesn't
West,
take their meetings.
So, no, I don't take their meetings. They just take my money. So,
Okay.
that's what I did.
Nothing Star Warsy.
Nope.
That's why he's here.
Yep.
How
Sorry,
would you?
sorry, I don't have an exciting life.
How would you like to pilot an ATST and squash the party so I don't get blamed tonight? How's that sound? Sound like fun?
Oh, we're
don't
still
know.
gonna blame you, Jeff.
I don't know. The last time I did stuff against the party.
I know. He took 3 little Gomorians, almost killed the Jedi. 2 little guys, Moving down the line, how about Aiden Willems? What did you do for Star Wars Day?
So for Star Wars Day itself, not much because I had to work and my car ended up breaking down, so I had to get it towed. But I made up for it today by binging the back half of Mandalorian Season 3, binging all of Star Wars Vision Season 2 and a few of Season 1. And then I've been playing Jedi Survivor up until this point now. And
Probably
I'm
still
technically
playing
it. Yes.
We'll be playing it while we're playing, in between his turns.
No,
Yeah.
I will be playing up until the point where we start RPing or roll initiative. One of the two.
Okay. Well, I gotta show the world this. I didn't know you were trapped in your car, but there he is, rocking the T-shirt that Doug bought him. Limited
I have
edition.
it on-
There.
No, so that was actually in the morning. My car broke down about midday.
Oh, okay.
So
Almost. You're on the right side of the car, or did it reverse?
reverse the image. I
Yeah,
was
some
in
kinda-
the driver's seat.
Yeah, this sweet right-hand drive. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Gamma Knight in the chat was asking you if Watto fixed you up with that vehicle. And that's why it broke down.
That's
Well,
good.
if I can find the Watto that sold it to me, I might go dark.
An engineer, what do you know? How's it going, Williams? I got a speeder bike for you. Well, at least half of one. Anyway, moving down the line, Mr. Baldwin.
Well, you see, this thing called May the 4th has started to upstage my birthday, which is the day before. And once you get to a certain age, the things you do around your birthday is you go into doctor's appointments for all sorts of different ailments. So I spent May the 4th at the eye doctor seeing how old I've gotten.
Okay, so
And-
how old are you?
I'm 51.
And how many Star Wars cakes did you get in around the 3rd and 4th of your birthday? Oh,
I didn't get any
questions.
no cake. I got no cake, but I did
Not
rewatch
one?
Rogue One. I did rewatch Rogue One.
Ever? You've never gotten a Star Wars cake ever?
No.
Oh. Well, it's not like we want to give a home address to fans because you get more than just cake, but I quoting a Firefly panel with our Canadian actor Nathan Fillion himself. Yeah, I probably screwed up that name. He's like, oh yes, we all love the stuff you guys send us, the fans send us, but no matter how it is intended, no matter how lovingly crafted it is, if you actually send it directly to my house, that's creepy as fuck. Matt, what did you do for Star Wars Day? You didn't paint my house because I gave you the day off, so I know that.
I actually didn't do any Star Wars stuff at all because every other day of the year is Star Wars Day for me.
Oh, very nice.
And I wanted to save all my Star Wars energy for this evening tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Shaved for this, Jeff.
Oh, really? I still see like a manly goatee there.
Well, you should have seen the bush face I had. Brutal. Anyways. Yeah, so it wasn't very Star Warsy, but like I said, other than my apparel, I always dress the Star Wars May the 4th. Get the look on. This year I didn't go around in my Wookiee onesie, but I was tempted.
For book 6, I'm tempted just to, like, instead of scrolling credits, just me slowly standing up with Doug's shirt on like that. Maybe I actually get a shot that can, like, of the artwork that can lay back and just kind of drift off into the... I'll work on it, Might know somebody that photoshops.
It can be a crawl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the credit crawl. Well, I'd ask Messina, but he's not here yet. I'd ask Sam, but I know she's going to be late, and Jay's not coming. I like these odds. So again, I asked Mr. Gibson. It's only 3-on-1. I mean, you had 3 Gormorians and beat on 1 Jedi. We have 3 players, and I'll give you an ATST with 2 little pilots in it.
Tempting. Very tempting.
I'll move it around. I'll be the legs. You can just roll the dice and shoot the guns,
So we're going to war with the players we have, not the characters we need, right?
Well, I mean, you got a couple of your heavies and 2 Force users and a I want to call you a pleasure. I want to call you a pleasure blot because when Doug blows shit up, the grin on his face is just it's remarkable for anything. But I suppose we should roll some crits of our own.
So quiet.
So that you can.
so quiet.
Music is very loud and overcome.
Okay, Bjork.
This is my new album. You cannot hear it because I play it sounds that are only audible to cats and dogs.
Just once I'm going to get through that new Coruscant cool Star Wars music for our... Just once, maybe. Erwin jumps in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the We Shot First podcast. We are streaming live at our brand new rehash channel of GM's Cut Rollmongers on Twitch. We are live on our YouTube channel at the Rollmongers Podcast Network. You can catch our audio version everywhere, and I mean everywhere you get your podcasts. Spotify, Stitcher, Switcher, Snitcher, you name it, we're there. What? You're laughing. Snitcher is a real podcast host, I'm telling you. Okay. It's just some guy in an alley like, hey, come here. Got too many stitches. We can't talk about this out in the light. Keep finding me.
Go to www.spreaker.com/Rollmongers.
It's all your Star Wars podcasts right here.
So if we get done early tonight, we're going to do the underbelly of the Coruscant world, switch to like just rando.
Of illegal media, the dark side of...
I'm liking it. So when last we left the party, we had a Jedi Knight that he calls himself. One master calls himself, because until you actually like go to the temple and they smash a bottle over that massive cranium, you're not really, a Jedi Knight or christened in the eyes of the universe. Because you buried the Sith Inquisitor. I mean, those guys give you recognition. So, Jedi, you notice that?
Yeah.
They try to talk you to some shit, and they go, fine, very well. Jedi, they say respectively and condescendingly, but acceptingly, right?
Yeah.
And you buried him under a pile of rubble, so... I mean,
technically, I didn't bury him. He buried himself, which is honestly pretty apt for what happens to those who follow the dark side, as they're buried in and hoisted by their own petards. So,
what is a petard?
It actually...
What?
No, so it actually is a... I don't know what it actually stands for, but the reference is actually being blown back by an explosion that you set off. Like, it's like the shockwave, I believe.
So a petard is a small bomb made of metal or wood filled with powder used to blast down a door.
if you're hoisted by your own petard, you're getting blasted
Blown up
back
by your own bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because a breach charge is usually supposed to be contained enough that it only does a door, and you're so stupid and arrogant to be too close to it. Whoosh, you go. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Can't believe you fell for that. I was just stalling. Today we're going to use big words carefully. So, shout out to the fans who never let me live any Gramando incident down. Had one today.
Gramando? All right, that's a good word. What does that mean, Jeff?
What's a Gramando? It's a slang term for people that just can't let incorrect grammar slide. And because we actually pander to the rules lawyer audience, guess what happens to me? They come at me hard.
It's a much
They
more
come at me
PC
hard.
term than the whole grammar Nazi thing. I like that. That's good. Gramando.
You've never heard the term
Use that.
Gramando? It's like it's in the Urban Dictionary.
I
Anyway,
like it.
not to call fans names or anything. No. That's not my intent here. I need to be placed on a steady keel. I'm running tech, GMing. I'm in front of 5-6 monitors in my bat cave here. I get all up in my head about what to do next, and I'm listening to all you petards, coming at me over the internet.
Boom!
See the use of that word, right? Not to use the bad word that it sounds like, but that's kind of what I thought it
Walks
meant.
the line. He walks the line.
That's right.
What was that character's name?
Jean-Luc Picard. Oh my god. Captain Picard, he just constantly gets blown up.
He's
Goes
got
through
an
ships.
explosive personality.
Oh no. You tell we're just pandering to the live show now. So God bless the internet, but apparently I had spent an entire episode saying Transdoshans, not Tran-doshan. And instead of ARC troopers, spelled ARC, lately, and I'm going on about ACR troopers and Transdoshans. And, dude called me out in the server, so I explained, right? And the guy said, no, that's okay. And then he sends a picture of a Transdoshan and a picture of the wiki from the Saga wiki of
Of a Trandoshan.
Yeah, I was just about to say that's the.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? They might be trans. We don't know.
That's right.
I'm living the moment. I'm just saying, like, all back up when before I was corrected.
Also, the fact that every other time you call me Skeel Lottie Da instead of
Well,
Skeel
the whole thing
La.
is this came out in book 5, so I don't know if this dude like skipped to book 5. It's like, have you met me? English is not my first language. I don't know what my first language was.
No, it's Jeffism.
Yeah, bless Ashley Florence for coming up with that description of.
I mean, there is no better description for it.
Truly.
You just like the fact that put ism next to a word, and you guys are just thinking naughty things. Because
Sure,
it starts.
no.
My name starts with a J, and it ends with an ism. You shorten that, and Matt's just grinning ear to ear. Anyway, derailed again. Well, where are we? 13 minutes. Damn it! Promised a shorter, sweeter podcast. So, you guys did a little recon here at the Martyr's Palace, Plaza, down at the Ramada. Sure, inn. It's a hotel on the other side of Lindsay. Never mind. You found 3 turrets. And after you got a close look, Poser, I could say that the armament on them is if somebody had taken a heavily modified T-47 airspeeder and stuck it on a turret. That's the kind of armament you're looking at. It's as far as like a visual and impact, Not that the module says, by the way, for these turrets, just use a T-47 airspeeder. No, I wouldn't say anything like that. But as far as a visual goes, an ATST is, as you thought, an ATST. You got close enough to see that it seemed to have the standard loadout: grenade launcher, blaster cannon, laser cannon, blah blah blah. Probably 2 little dudes. And all gummy bear sticky grenades aside, you guys were in the middle of forming an attack plan. We still have you boots on the ground. So, what do you guys want to do now? You're all on comms. Have you seen enough? Is it time to withdraw? Is it time to raise the little, flare act? Like, what do you guys get, we in position? Or was this just you go look for us and let us know? They're all playing cards, listening on the radio.
So last that I remember was that I'd gone scouted and I had moved back to the party to
Correct.
communicate it. Like
Right, okay.
after getting good visuals, I was like, I'm out. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it.
And you had advised us that we could get at least 12 squares away before we would break cover, so that we could all sneak up as close as possible. I think we want like Dr. Leth and
Leth insists he has to stay home.
Spectra at the corners of the property.
Spectra's late.
That's fine. That can be fine. It's almost equivalent. What I'm saying is down here at the southern corner, they could like take up flanking posts and assuming that they're able to do anything, lean around and shoot and move and stay out of the fight.
I will say that the party is oversized at 6 players, and there's no need to bring dudes that don't even show up. Okay, Sam, you could put on site, but until she shows, maybe something delays. Because, like, honestly, like, you're an overpowered party, and I kept my word. I will not modify the adventure just to upscale XP or whatever kind of thing. Because we said, after watching Rogue One, funny you brought that up, how awesome, Rebellion or Star Wars is, and we know how broken Saga is, and, we'll see this through. The only thing I promised was a reminder that as the books progress, soldiers, they don't just get higher level, they get smarter, they react quicker, and a lot of them are veterans. You know what I mean? They don't muck around and do stupid Disney, kid-friendly Star Wars hijinks. You know what I mean? Like those ARC troopers that reacted to the fact that dudes were in the air and they started scattering along the wall. That kind of thing. Anyway. So now that I put the fear of Disney into you.
So I think one of the stronger plays would be to have Poser and I going in adjacent, protecting each other and drawing as much fire as possible, while others kind of fly around. Merrick flies around and shoots at what he wants. We wanted to focus fire on the ATST, perhaps, and keep them away. Keep targets away from wherever our dudes, if we do have a Spectra here at the corner leaning in taking shots, we want to draw fire away from them if possible as we move toward the front. But I think we go after the ATST. When we go, we're not going to know where in the circle the ATST is, so I think we're just going to have to approach and find out.
What I can do is I can go invisible, wait until either it's on the north side of the plaza and we approach from the south, so it takes a little bit to get to us, and we spend some time gunning down the turret, or at least getting everyone in position on the wall.
So if you guys want to make that the position, the go signal, like when because this thing is patrolling, when this thing gets to the 12 o'clock position,
yeah,
right? I mean, it literally looks like it's
that's our go.
Sort of a dial, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys are kind of waiting for that point, I will place our walkie friend up here, because this is how you hope the map, shall be set, right?
Yeah.
And putting the 3 of you in position. Now you guys are in position. You've got eyes on, right? And this thing's circling around. Okay.
Everybody should have shields and be ready to turn their shields on.
Yep. Shields, gun, weapon in hand, whole bit. So ready for this, Freddy. But on the way here, because you guys went back to the party, talked about a little bit more while you're setting up, over the comm, Sartak comes, he needs help. There are wounded. Play MASH music. Choppers are landing. Clinger, right? So Merrick volunteers to fly Dr. Leth quickly, burning as much jet fuel as I can get away with, back to their position, and then return as quickly as his children will go to bed and allow.
It's weird because I really feel like it would be my character that would be flying.
Sure, you want to sit this one out? Hey, yeah. Okay, now we're down to 2.
Oh,
you guys got it. Don't worry. No, I'm kidding.
Have a point. I will say this. Once in a while, Master says, no, you're needed here type of thing. Right?
Good. Thank you.
But you know what? What is your actual will defense?
It's not bad now. And it's now a 24.
Okay. So, as you evolve, I really like the sort of homebrew idea of the Switch programming, but not just to shut you down. So, as you evolve, I like the fact that you can outgrow, let's say, the plus 10 against your willpower attacking you to refuse or whatever, right? But I've got a softer idea. Instead of just yes master, no master, if I can hit your willpower, you could just play devil's advocate, argue, no, you should stay, I should be with you, I trust the actor type of thing, until he talks you down. And that way, you still get to do what the player wants in the end, but at least the character argued and had to be firmly reprimanded by master. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if he was here, it's still a matter of the mission is keeping him safe too. Of course, when he goes flying away, I can't protect him, so that is tough to deal with. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. So as opposed to let's have some nice role
setup planning stage. I will ask Skeel. Hey, Skeel, do you happen to notice what the stands that them turrets is made of?
It's plasteel, like it's solid.
Yeah, it's plasteel. It's going to be pretty tough to rip them out of the ground. I already had the same thought. Yeah, we can still try.
I have a question about ripping. I'm assuming you're talking about move the force, right?
Move the object.
Yeah.
No, move object. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Move object by using the force. Move the force.
Move the force.
That was a fuck up. I'm just trying to save time. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think they bought it. Do you attack fortitude or will?
Will.
So if a machine does not have a willpower, how could you possibly do this? As per the game rules, because I'm looking at my ATST after last episode, listening back in the car on my way here, and you guys are like, "We'll knock it over," blah blah blah, and I'm like, look up its stats. It does not have a willpower. It has a fortitude.
So there is actually a specific call out. Make a use of force check. The result of the first off, targets one character or object within 12 squares. Use the force check. Result of the check determines the maximum size of the target you can lift. See below. If the target is a creature that resists your attempt, your use of the force check must also exceed the target's will defense. So if it doesn't have a will defense and it's an object, we can just lift it and move it.
So what if it's piloted? Like, Matt, say you're flying along on your speeder bike. You tell me I can just reach out with any old Jedi and just stop you cold, and you go right over the handlebars? There's nothing you can do about it because I reached for your bike and not you?
Against a flying or hovering target, such as a speeder starship, the target can oppose your use the force check with a grapple check as a reaction. If the target wins your opposed check, you are unable to move the target. So maybe for a turret, it'd be a grapple check, or just depending on the size, you cannot move it. I think that's one of those kind of gray areas.
I'm not going to say no, but I don't necessarily feel in the hole. It's just so easy to cuss your head from far away and this thing just falls over and we're done. You know what I mean? There's got to be something in the middle. So I'm just wondering, that grapple check, maybe I can use the pilots, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we know you have a plus 18. I mean, it's, resistance is futile, but I would like to go through the motions with our will defense of 10. Yeah, right.
So,
okay, it's going to be good.
If it's a turret or it's like a vehicle, it might have a grapple check, like a grapple bonus of its own. The other thing you could do that Doug did in one of his one-shots was the first time I tried to lift the turret, it didn't get rid of it, but it still did the damage to it. You're partially ripping it out.
I see the grapple, because this is probably why they give machines grapple. Like an ATST has a grapple of plus 25, and we're making opposed checks. That's pretty cool. This thing's strong. It's not just an object that you're like a box lifting and it doesn't move. This thing has its own hydraulic pull the other way. That's very cool. So if you try to move this thing, you make your roll, and I get to oppose your roll with a grapple check. Plus 25. Now, no spoilers, but as you sense the force and sense the object, I'm giving you the number because I really want you to feel what you're up against. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's like hitting that DC actually is something we will have a hard time doing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, if he rolls low and you roll
if
high,
he rolls low and we roll high, no problem. But if he rolls high,
18 plus a force point is 25. Just saying, it's doable.
It was a maxed force point.
Wow.
Yeah.
I could roll under 10, and you could roll over 10, and guess what happens? I have 15, and you have, so it's not that hard. But you stated, 7 and over, I'm good. It's like, damn, that, something's wrong here. Okay, so now that we've got all that cleared up in a friendly matter, let's fight. I mean, what do you guys want to do?
I'm still going to try.
Oh, no. I don't want you guys not to try. Like I said, I'm not saying no, but there just seemed to be a couple beats we skipped as you guys discussed it.
Yeah.
It sound easier than it actually is. So I'm looking into this going, let's go over this again,
Because I know they call it out specifically for speeders and starships, but I guess that could apply to just regular vehicles as well. Which, I'm not opposed to either of them. Does make sense. It is tough to lift an ATST or an AT-AT. We don't see that happen in...
Yeah, the typos in Saga are all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, rules as written, I could still get away with going, come on, it's obvious, right? Like
I know, they put all those S's in the word Trandoshan.
I know. It's very confusing, especially when they show up like they have no dark side points, but they're all wearing feather bolas. I mean, what am I supposed to think?
And they're slavers? Like, what? What? I'm not actually angry. It's just odd choice. But
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have several pricks in my cast. It's not just me. All right. So, usual suspects are here. John, who explodes. Gamma, who knights. Always welcome in our chat.
They're talking about spending patron points on destroying
Can
us.
he declare me a Jedi Knight since he is the one who knights?
Oh, that's true. Gamma the Knight.
Yeah, sure. So Gamma Knight, one of our biggest fans, who voiced in book 4 A7. If you hadn't abandoned his ass, right?
I was unconscious.
Believe in you.
I was tossed into a ravine. I was unconscious.
I got a question for you. Red lights at the... Sorry, never mind. I don't know if that's a fan or not. 2 sabers.
Yes.
Two Sith, right?
Yeah.
Draco's is lost. Did we recover the girls?
Yes.
Who has
TL
it?
has it.
I have it.
And it's in your... Right, okay. That's what I thought. But that was not the secret. The secret was something else where you were discussing something with Jay and Dr. Leth and stuff. Was one...
Make sure we talk about the secret, no matter what it is. Even if we can't remember it, let's be...
I know, I'm not actually sure what this
Oh no,
is.
what are we saying?
No, so for a short time when we split off to do the skill challenges, I did take the Apprentice's Saber.
Right.
But for this, I give it back to TL.
I would like to say that Star Wars Vision 2 totally ripped off my homebrew idea. I literally have 5 episodes with Aiden Willems called Homecoming, and they totally rip off my ideas.
Yeah.
There's a mine, and there's music involved in like 3 of them. And it's like, really?
Them and Ed Sheeran, I tell you.
I know, eh?
Okay, but honestly though, first episode, I know what I want my new vehicle of transportation to be.
Oh yeah, the big overwheel.
The wheel bike, yes.
Yeah. Now, where have we seen those? I know they had like wheel tanks when you first saw Clone Wars, like the big overwheel tanks, but I've seen that wheel bike somewhere before.
Episode 3 on Utapau?
Like other sci-fi, like again and again, like I don't know. I mean, there's Jurassic Park. There's their gerbil ball thing.
No, I'm not going to drive around as a Jedi Knight in a gerbil ball.
I am totally down to place those wheel speeder bikes because they actually have traction. They don't hover. And yet she mentions a repulsor lift when she fixes it. Oh, we're spoiling Visions 2. I'm sorry.
Stay on target.
I'm just saying, when she lost her lightsaber, and I thought, that's going to come back.
Is there any other prep we want to do?
He's stalling. He's waiting for the party members to show up. Come on, you got this. Because it's so much fun. Just you, Poser, and Spectra. You saying that your boss?
Well, we also
Rahal
have Rahal's coming.
I know. And then there was Rahal.
Rahal, is there any? You're just going to wing it like you normally do, right? You're going to follow. do it.
Yeah, it's usually my go-to plan. The first thing I'm going to do is try and reef the closest turret to us out of the ground.
Okay.
So if I get a high initiative, I'm going to hold until you guys engage.
Okay.
He's just this rich engineer tycoon son from the planet Brookland. And yeah, he just talks out of his ass.
And Spectra is going to post up on.
I
one
wouldn't
side
share
of the
these
archway
plans
or
with
the other.
anyone.
Right.
So, one thing I would do, because one of the things I did notice on the ATST was a grenade launcher.
Oh, yes.
Now, something I'm actually going to do is take Rahul to the side while we're still prepping and do a slight bit of training.
Slight bit of training.
Yes. Look, that thing has grenades on it. Now, I could deal with blaster fire most of the time, even larger blast, but grenades are very dangerous.
Telling me, kid, we've chucked a few of them around in our day.
I know. Now that you are proficient in the Force, against mine and Dina's better wishes, there's one thing you can do.
I mean, your better wishes. You're literally about to train him.
This is for survival.
I don't want no
purposes.
fucking lip service. Own it.
If the Force is all about guilt, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about Obi-Wan felt really bad about Anakin's situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. He
through the-
became a dadgum hermit.
And it's like, your mother and I really don't want to train you in firearms, but this is a revolver, and I'm going to put one in the chamber and hand it to you and see what happens. Anyway.
So, what do
This
you got in mind there, Plaza? Oh, sorry. Skeel.
Either or works. I'll look around on the ground, pick up a small rock, and toss it to him. All right, throw this at me. and I will ready an action.
Do I actually make a ranged attack?
RP up to you.
Yes, no, I want to see this. I want to throw rocks at the big head. Go, go.
All right, let's see what happens.
I can't do it. Oh, it's a lot of dice. Oh my god.
10.
If you're watching the video at home, my screen just exploded with dice.
So I will catch it midair with the Force and then send it off to the side.
Can I have a use the Force check?
Yes.
Bonnie, that was a heavy blaster pistol. Yes.
He just tucks his gun at you. Ranged pistol whip.
Luckily, you cannot critically fail skill checks.
This would have been so
That's
funny.
going to be the homebrew that first comes in the new show. Take notes, Doug.
So, I will catch the rock and throw it off to the side.
Okay.
So, Rahul, you can actually intercept objects thrown towards you if you can prepare for it. This can help if grenades are thrown your way or mine if you're nearby. And you can toss them off to the side.
So we probably better not group up anywhere either, just in case. But I'll keep my eyes open for it, kid.
So he's gonna
And out of and back into Metaland. Is this something I can do as a reaction, or do I have to have a feat?
No, so this is a part of the use of the Force skill under Move Light Object.
Okay.
But you can use the application of the skill to catch and move a thrown weapon, such as a grenade, that lands within your reach. The object can weigh no more than 5 kilograms. You must ready an action to catch the object on your turn before the object is thrown.
Okay.
So
that's so basically
if
do
you
my
aren't-
thing and then just sit there going, all right, I'm on grenade duty.
Yeah.
Yes. So it does say within your reach. I don't quite exactly know what that means, if that's like your square or adjacent squares or 6 or 12 squares. That one I'll leave up to you, Jeff. But yeah, if you aren't doing other things, I figured I'd at least call this out and teach you a defensive maneuver.
All right. So should I call you master now?
No. This is
Only when we're
purely for
alone.
your protection, okay? All I'm going to actively teach you.
Sure.
I have
Okay.
a question. Is there anywhere in canon history where they actually gave a Padawan to a Jedi Knight that had not reached the rank of Master?
Yes.
I know certain circumstances like the war or the whatever, right? But-
Obi-Wan.
But
Yeah, Anakin to Obi-Wan, and then Ahsoka Tano to Anakin.
right, and they just called them Master. So even though he's not a Master,
He's
That's the
your
question.
master.
The
Yeah, but
question-
I'm not taking him on as an apprentice or a Padawan. I'm
okay.
giving him a
I
singular
just
lesson.
can't. I was
He's like,
really
damn it,
hoping.
no. Because he saw how I trained
It's a
with
one-night
Dina. Ugh.
training. It means nothing. It was just a little bit of fun.
It was just with protection.
For your protection, Rahal, I'm going to show you how to deflect this coming at you.
It's just one night, and then you just pretend it never happened.
on
so
his
then-
knees behind cover. Don't take it in the face.
I'm totally gonna ghost you if you. I mean, force ghost you if you wait.
All right. Thanks for the tip. I'll do my best to help out where I can.
As an apology to Aiden for us screwing up his serious moment, couldn't help it. And
What serious moment haven't you screwed up of mine?
No, don't ruin it. I was about to give you a force point, buddy. For playing in character and finding an actual proper moment where you've been instructed by Dina not to instruct him, but lives are at stake, and this is an important mission, and you've reconned a heavy grenade launcher on an ATST. I think this is a brilliant idea. You're taking a time to turn to another character, take a moment. I think that's force point worthy. Please give yourself a force point 8.
Thank you. I am sorry for my sarcasm and sass.
No.
That managed to sound. I know
No,
it wasn't.
I know.
That managed to sound so sarcastic and sassy, and I know it wasn't.
No.
I not only have resting bitch face, but I also have
No, it's
resting
just
sarcasm voice.
That's just like the scene in Megamind where he freaks out and pulls a gun, and the girl's like, "No, stop! He's not used to praise." You know, okay, he's not used to be given force points and being praised. You know
And
what?
Someone
After
should-
May the 4th, you all get a force point, and I just ruined it for him. Hey. That lasted 2 seconds.
You know what? I get a force point. That's all that matters.
So somebody should stay adjacent to me if possible, or I will try to stay adjacent to them, partly because area effects are
He's-
not a big deal.
yeah.
He's
So-
codependent. He needs someone behind the shield, so he
It's
feels
true.
that Master is there.
So I think the best thing would be for me to take the lead
Point.
position and you
Yep.
be directly behind me, because
Okay.
that'll give you cover from auto fire, and you have evasion, which will allow you to dodge stuff.
Well, I would like to be a square up. I actually don't want the cover because
Oh.
then I can't draw fire.
Okay, well we could be adjacent. I don't know. Up to
Yeah,
you.
I'll still be adjacent.
Linked arm in arm.
Yeah, above and behind, back and to the left, back and to the left.
We got Brooklyn Dorothy, the Tin Man,
Okay.
and the Cowardly Jedi. Just link yourselves arm in arm. Just head for the Yellow Brick Road. Let's go. Okay.
I mean,
I think we're ready.
yeah.
Okay.
Man, Merrick really is taking a long time.
I hope
Stalling
Master
for another
Leth is
40
all right.
minutes for more planning and a couple of sass jokes, but nope. I think anymore, and people just like turn off the episode.
Yeah, that's fair.
Start putting time stops. The battle actually starts at 57 minutes.
So does that mean we do get Spectra posting up to
Nope.
kind of do pot
Nope.
chat? Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Just the four. Very good.
I waved off a combat after Aiden insisted he needed Star Wars combat 2 weeks ago, and I delayed, and you guys recon because we were short Jay and Spectra, but can't keep doing that. So
No, you're good. That's fair.
okay. Also, there was one more thing that he noticed. This is why I give you Spectra, but you won't really notice it till combat starts. Shouldn't say you noticed it, because until these things start firing, you'll understand.
Mm.
Anyway, it's
Okay.
not as bad as it looks. Anyway, so Running in. Suddenly, my brand new NPC Imperial officer that Matt really wants me to play goes, "I can take with me," you know, a little paint blue, and just goes riding in on a horse. Follow me! Follow me!
Oh, can you give me ownership of the token?
So where were we?
About to get into combat. So I guess, do we want me stealthing up and just basically appearing here?
Where's here?
Southernmost entrance, just outside the archway, or inside the archway, maybe.
Can you attack while you're cloaked?
I cannot. I'll have to drop it. Because to sustain it is, Uvac? Okay, so actually, oh no, to maintain it is a standard action. One of the force techniques allows you to do it as a move action instead.
Okay.
Maintain.
So
We can.
sorry, I'm gonna pull up.
But you
Sure.
could
Turn
like
order.
take your previous turn to move right up, or to move right up beside something standard to maintain, and then
Yeah.
at the beginning of your turn go bop. So technically,
Right, and that was going to be my turn, or my idea, because it lasts until the beginning of your next turn. That's how the force power calls it out.
We.
So we'll stealth up to here.
May the odds always be in our favor.
we already do our initiative.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I did just roll one. Doesn't have to count.
Oh yeah, it counts. Push buttons unless you want to count. Everybody roll initiative. Wow. Skeel.
You know what?
Can
I'm
reroll
going to
that.
use my racial ability to reroll that because that was a 3 for 19.
Okay.
I got a.
There's a 3.
Bitch.
It even gave you the .16 after, which is so crazy.
That three was
that's
your
my
destiny.
initiative bonus.
That's
But yeah,
big.
I think it's the force's will that I go this slow.
All right. So,
Dude, I'm still slower than you. I got 9.
yep. So everybody is waiting on 19. So you guys all delay because he's, it's on. We're trying to get a surprise round. We're all waiting. Whatever you could fly over right now, 23, whatever, doesn't matter because you're all sitting there like, let's wait for Mr. 19 to go boop, 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 and start the combat by going, huzzah! Fortunately, that is how it's going to go down. So you approach the southern entrance. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I approach the southern entrance, both lightsabers in hand, stealthed up.
Right. But not lit.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know if they would turn invisible with me while cloaked or not. But either way, they're off at the moment. It's fine.
guess so. You'd lose that awesome reveal of being able to watch somebody watch you light it. Seeing look on their face.
No, I agree. The lighting, it's half the fun.
Okay. Stealths up. Over comms, burning an incredible amount of jet fuel. Merrick returns to the scene and gets, what'd you get for initiative, Ryan?
16.
You've been listening to these guys on comms. Poser's going in cloaked. Try to get in position. And we've waited for this thing to get up to the top. Now, where do you want to go, Skeel? It's not going to sit there. It's moving. Right?
No, and I get that.
However, if you time your run with it approaching the top, you know what I mean? Then, like, where do you want to be by the time it gets to the 12 o'clock?
So by the time it gets to the 12 o'clock, I want to be in the exact position where I'm at.
Which is where?
2 squares in The outer ring entrance on the south side.
Thank you.
I can see this turret, correct? Okay.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. They're low walls.
Okay.
It doesn't have a one square range. Like those turrets can fire on you. If you're in the open, they could see you.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Perfect.
So this is where the signal is. You guys have decided that Skeel will be in position, and this thing gets to the north. You know, the big hand gets to the 12, and it's on. Right. Right. Plan.
Sure.
Yep.
Nodding all around.
Yep.
All done.
Wonderful. All right. He is waiting on it. So I will give the Imperials an initiative of 20. Because he's timing himself. You know, makes sense. However, these are drawings. They're not minis. So anyway. Skeel, you're in position. Okay. Get here. You double move here. And you're all set. You got a swift left. Anything?
No.
Okay, now you're on comms. You can like whisper, "Go," like whatever they're supposed to do, right?
Yeah. So
it's on. Right? Okay. Part two of the plan was to have what? Merrick and TLX come flying in from different directions, or
well, I would do my buff, so I'd give everybody Grand Leader, which gives everybody 10 temporary hit points.
Okay, so they've got to be near you.
20 feet, 20 squares.
So, second. Oh, within 20 squares.
Pretty generous.
Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to put Merrick in position, but it's moving the map. Not. It's like this is like the thing.
That is the only way that Merrick travels. Merrick doesn't actually travel. The world just goes where it's supposed to. And boom, there's a Merrick.
Hovers.
And then I'll post up there
Okay.
for my round.
Right. Okay.
I'm done.
Yep. Merrick. Waited. Poser's in position. The ATST is furthest away from us, the 12 o'clock position in this double ring. 3 turrets and 3 large statues, 2 rings of walkways worth, and approaching the southern gate. TLXS, you ran? You flew? What did you do?
Well, I flew. How tall is the berm that I'm up against?
It's like, man, like you could be shot by the turret, so it's not that tall.
Oh,
You're allowed to take cover behind it, but if you run, like, the second you enter the map and say, I go, you're not cloaked, I'm dropping perception on these things, because they're, you know, there's a war going on. The rebels are everywhere. You know, we heard a lot about this one base because this heroic commander who fought off a whole bunch of Nazarenes said they're going to attack there next, but they could attack anywhere, and we're all on high alert. This thing, you know what I mean? So the second you enter the map...
I'll be taking cover behind it right now.
Okay.
So that puts me on the ground, though. I flew to this spot.
Okay, so you fly up. That's what I wanted to hear.
I flew to this spot, and I'm taking cover behind it.
Something. Run up there, fly up there, whoosh, try to stay low, shoom, get up, maybe they see you, maybe they're not. You know the word stealth in any of those sentences. So, Merrick. What do you want to do?
Perhaps try to stealthily approach?
Sure.
Stealth, light, Merrick. This should be interesting.
So you like crouch in your power armor low?
Yeah, I try to be less visible than...
BD like scissors his legs to low position.
Yeah, no, he just becomes like a set of binocs.
That was a respectable roll.
So that's a 24 stealth.
Okay. Your movement is halved in stealth, is it not?
Nope. You can move your full speed while stealth. You just take penalties to your stealth check if you move more than your speed in any given round or more than twice your speed in any given round.
Okay. So 6 squares, my dude. Unless you're trying to do some kind of stealth flight.
Or are you double moving?
Double moving.
Okay, then that would be -5 to that, so that'd be a 19 on your stealth check.
Ooh.
You can take cover down behind these low walls, if you wish. Or you could just fly over into position or whatever and do whatever.
I'll go aim for one up to the berm to the northeast of me there.
So we determined these are like 3-foot walls type of deal.
Yeah, like it says the turrets can fire anywhere on the map. They could see everywhere on the map, and they talk about the walls taking damage, like if the turrets or anything tries to shoot through them, or if you guys try to shoot through them, and blah blah blah. But it also talks about you guys taking cover behind them, like crouching. So, they're
Probably about
half
3 feet.
walls. They're like
Okay.
like sandbag. They're pretty
I
thick.
just wanted to reconfirm. I kind of
Yeah.
remember from last session.
I mean, pain in the ass for the walker to climb over them.
Yeah.
Possible, everything's possible. Anyway, Merrick, fly away. Dude?
Yes. So my max. How far can I? Diagonals. There 1 or 2 for diagonal.
2 for every diagonal. The
Okay.
system's brutal.
All right. So let's say it's 2, 4, 6, 8. I have
12.
10, 12. All right. Move.
I'd move you, but this.
Here. 12 movement.
So you pick. It's sort of like a very distant posting position on the other side of the gate. We've got Poser inside the gate at 6 o'clock. We've got TLXS outside the gate on the east side, just at like 6:30. And then we got you coming in at like 7 o'clock. I mean, the reference for pod for the big hands on this sort of dial plazas, I can't escape it. So,
Yeah.
zip up there. Okay. And switch to auto fire. Get your little dude to rev up the engine. What are we doing here?
With your Swift.
I'll make the AT-AT my prime target.
As a swift action? Oh, you.
It's actually a free action.
Okay. Does it have to be within range?
Let me look at the
Oh,
particulars.
I guess no, it doesn't matter. It's line of sight, and
Line
you
of
have
sight.
a huge range with this gun, right? So even if you took
Oh yeah,
penalties,
it's a heavy weapon.
you still like I choose you, Pikachu.
And you're going to
okay.
pick the ATST? Is
Yes.
that what you're picking?
Yes.
Because he can. We are scared.
I am not sure how fast we can kill turns before the AT-AT gets involved.
That's fair.
Expect it'll get involved in the immediate round.
Of course.
Heavy weapons have a really long range for some reason.
Considering you guys are timing your attack to me, I'm involved. I'm already involved. Right? Put a little green dot on me, so we know that.
Boop.
This bitch. Okay. Well, sneaking in there, and the battle tension climbs. We're going to switch to the actual battle board itself. It's okay, Doug. It's music. You're allowed to sing during the cold open, but other than
Well, you
that.
got to start piping that into us, man. You know?
Oh, we did. We used to, and it was nothing but a wavering mess of distraction. We've done that before.
It was pretty bad.
Just cue up the stream and turn the volume up. Make sure you
I've
counter
already do
mute
that.
so that
And then everything's
get
in
the splash.
delayed. No,
Yeah.
that's worse than like looking at yourself and like make you guys shut off your own picture and Zoom and like.
Dude, the problem is I can't stop looking at this.
Use
gorgeous-
your imagination. Use your
You're not the
imagination.
only one.
Music in your head. Uglify yourself. I mean, there's a button on Zoom that you can say, was it tweak my appearance for the better?
Yeah, like the
Yeah, just
dude
turn the-
who went to court as a cat. He had
Yeah.
the Zoom filter and he couldn't
Yeah.
figure out how
Yeah.
to turn the
I
Zoom.
don't know how to turn it off, but I can assure you that I am not indeed a cat.
All right.
That's
All right.
Merrick. Oh,
Woo!
You are 12 you are in cover 12 squares away from the breach.
Yeah. What is my stealth?
Stealth, you say?
It does not hurt to roll, even
Well,
if
if-
you have nothing.
Merrick the manservant can do it.
So, and this is at a -5, you say?
If you do the double, yeah.
Yeah, which you probably should to get to cover.
Yeah.
Is usually the opening move in a shooter game. Move to cover. Oh, well. So
Yo,
it's
crouch.
such is the way of Joe.
Small target. You can't hit me. Ha ha ha.
Come on, baby. 12.
Okay, so he lines himself up straight through the archway, like they can see out the archway, out into the street, and that's the beeline that he picks, but he crouches down and does. You ever see those people that like, they just fold themselves in half, but their head's forward, but their body is horizontal to the ground, and their legs
You mean
just
the
like,
Naruto run?
Yeah.
yeah, like, I was thinking more like
Run.
I was thinking more like a duck with a nice hat, but yeah. As the speed.
Mm.
Anyway,
Question of direction. So,
12 puts you here.
what? 12 does not put me there.
Yeah, you guys are 12. You guys wanted to be in cover. We spent a whole episode on that.
Yeah, it was 12 squares to get to the edge.
I will say this, even though you're not flying, right? You can be 20 squares either direction of the bottom
On the perimeter.
to get your buff. If you wanted to be somewhere else, that's cool. But it's going to take you more than a round of running to get to an edge.
Okay, I will.
Post up on the other side kind of thing? East
No,
side
I need to
action?
get myself. I need to get myself in range.
Okay.
Um,
Range of what?
the turret. This bad boy right here.
Okay, so again, east side, right?
So let me do some creative measuring. Okay, so that would be in range, but I don't think I can move that far, can I?
That's right.
He was going to get you to the edge of the perimeter here along
So-
the south side.
This place on the east side, on the outside of the inner ring, your best option really is to post up next to TLXS, and then you slip around the corner. And he even has a master to shield. It's all good. It's
All
happy.
right. Well, I won't post up. Rule 20. I won't post up next to him, but I will post up on the opposite side of the
It's your own shield's called Merrick.
the wall, and then
Okay.
duck down.
Okay. Such is the surprise round. With our blank 15 plus mods. Okay. Spectra is on comms. I'll give you that much. Okay. She will move into position once you guys have an opening. Like, you're about to draw a whole bunch of attention to that gate. It's probably not where a sniper wants to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now that you've all shut up this position and ran away, I'm not going to sit here. No. So she's moving in position. I'll just, not in position yet.
Yep.
Okay. So she's in the wings. Okay. Brings us to the Imperials. Like I said, we were clocking him, waiting for him to go, so I gave him 20. Okay. Our pilots, completely different Saga. Actual machine that they're driving around. Have a perception.
Did TL Grand Leader?
I did. So everyone has 10. Everyone should have 10 bonus points. If you did not give yourself 10 bonus points.
Thank you.
That was the pre-buff. Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't added it to mine. I wanted to make sure
the
we had it.
pre-show. Yeah, get that in there. Anyway, 23 is what I'm looking at. So let's go back in time to everyone's stealth. And
I can have rolled it,
And
but I'm
Merrick-
fine if you don't want to
and
give me one because
I
I didn't
asked you
say it.
3 times, professional
I'm
player
fine.
and GM. So it's like, how do you want to
Oh,
go?
no.
I go in, I
Over.
fly.
Done. Good.
However, not to be a dick, I didn't wait for like everyone to go and say, "Well, gee, no one said stealth." So after I victimized one player, I was nice and caved and talked about stealth for the rest of you.
So, one thing of note: for every 10 squares of distance between you and the target, you take a -5 penalty on your perception check. You also take a -5 penalty if the target has cover concealment.
Right. Something flew right at their position. But
Given rules.
they look outward, in the proverbial arc. Right?
Yeah.
So the roll 23 plus their negative mods. At the moment, they continue their run. My movement thing. Second.
Probably way too much.
Speed 6 squares, just like a person. I can run 90 kilometers an hour. Okay. So. Two. A little bit of a turn. Still facing. Six. Pretty much over and down and over and down. Try not to crash into a. He's coming around. Turrets are doing what they do. They have scopes, monitors, and such. And what did you say? -5 per 10 feet or -1 per 10 feet?
-5 per 10 feet.
Really?
Yes.
And I've been way too nice to you guys for $5 telling you what you saw with perception. It's in the detail. You don't see shit, but it's right there on the map. Oh, I'm sorry, you're 6 squares away. Per 10 squares?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Not 10 feet, 10 squares.
Right.
Yeah, sorry,
That's a lot
the
more
system
feet,
is
dude.
squares. I didn't
know.
hear feet. I heard squares the first time.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
It's only the enemies have 10 feet, and for us it's 10
2, 3, 4,
squares.
5,
I
6.
don't see why there's any confusion about this.
Tomato. Let's get the tomato. 6. Yeah. So, the one turret, even at range, okay? I will even be so kind as to, because I was focused on, like, the pilot has a different role than turret guys.
Yep.
Right? Let's check those dudes and see if they have the same. No, they do not. So, it's my... Distance, giving me... The M3. The turret's like, you just see the guns like up, looking in the stars, like back and forth. It's like he's like just kind of doing that big sort of circle, like or he's looking down at the bug, It's not,
and there I am hovering. And go, no, I don't think we need to sneak.
yeah, just yeah. Skeel.
Yes.
Between the giggles, what do you want to do?
They haven't noticed. Big 6 squares of movement.
Okay.
Up.
You're still cloaked, right?
Yes. I'm going to continue maintaining it if they haven't noticed. So I will make the use of the now. So 26. So total concealment and +3 on stealth checks. Stealth.
It just wiggled.
Wiggle. Wiggle. You use the force, keep the cloak up, get in there.
Yep. And 27 on stealth.
Okay.
So that is move standard. And
Good?
oh, yep, I'm good.
Okay. Dun, shark in the water, no one sees him. Clear the beach. TLXS. You are up. Merrick, get ready, you're on deck. TLXS, what do you wish to do? It's time, sir.
I will. This is so weird. Me. I will sneak. To the northwest of my position and take post on the south side of the inner ring berm. Probably gonna get spotted.
I'm looking at the map and I couldn't follow that.
Well,
You zip around the corner and then you cross over the street to the opposite side and post up under the out of the inner ring.
correct.
Okay.
And I'm going to use stealth this time.
Yay.
And
flying stealth or, moving
Yeah.
stealth? The sound effect I choose, whether it's Jetsons or like Metal Gear Solid, is very,
27 on my stealth check.
Okay. You do. Okay.
And I will ready an action to fire if anything fires at me.
Okay.
I'm done. Or if
brings
any
me-
enemy fires. Let me just broaden that. That I will fire if any enemy fires.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be at
Okay.
me to-
However, if any enemy fires, you should have a specific trigger. So do you have a specific target? You know what I mean? As opposed to like sitting there going, "Oh, he shot, I'll shoot him," as opposed to like, I'm gonna lock on this one thing, and if I see or hear gunfire, then,
Probably going to be the ATST.
If happy with roll 20. All right.
Dice not being kind to you tonight, Jeff?
It's just the map's jumping everywhere, no matter I have select or pan or whatever. It's just a nightmare. Anyway, it's fine. Silently. Merrick, you're up, sir.
I would like to post up and draw and ready my action to unleash hell on this AT&T.
Can you hear me now?
AT&T? This is
Yes, AT&T.
stupid cell phone company.
I thought.
I can never get service in the Outer Rim.
Do you guys know who Susie Rice is?
The name is
Susan
familiar.
Rice.
No.
Susie Rice is a commissioned artist asked by Lucas to do the Star Wars logo. And he said, allegedly, I want something fascist to rival even AT&T. End of quote. And if you look up the original concept art, it's badass. Thank you for said info, Sam and Steve. Shout out to Dark Times Podcast.
No
Okay.
more we know.
Yeah, I just thought that was cool because you literally kind of brought it up. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Merrick. So posting up as in like what? Crouching, taking cover behind this wall, kind of thing. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, yeah. You said kind of go. It's
A character is allowed to take cover behind this wall. It's a half wall, so you grant the official cover.
right. Yeah. So I stay hunkered then below and just kind of
Mr. AT to come around circle.
yeah.
Okay.
Or wait for an obvious signal.
All right. Rahal.
Yes, sir. I am going to kind of mirror TLXS's movement move from my spot there up to here, which I think still gives me it's a double move, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it still gives me the -10 or -5.
-5.
-5. Maybe I'll get a better roll. Actually, put that modifier in there so it can do the math for me. 7.
7.
Get up there, stub my toe. Ah!
Yeah. Round 2. Vectra says she's getting in position. The Imperials doing their thing, rolling for perception.
This really isn't going how I thought it was going to go.
No, I just can't believe you guys have like held stealth mode for like 2 full rounds.
I know that's like I wasn't originally planning on it. But
I think that they think the signal is you like revealing yourself, and they're just
and
hesitant to
that's
do
what I think
shit.
it is. I started thinking about the grapple check versus move object. I was like, I might just be able to cut through these.
You guys have
things.
had like an episode and a half to talk about what the signal is. I'm not.
This is like the most tactical feeling battle we have ever had.
Actually,
I think it's because
Actually,
Joe's here observing
this-
the performance tonight, so we're just trying to do him proud, you know?
That's right.
Yeah,
this
okay.
rivals what we did on the landing platform. where you and me yanked the beast.
Wait.
Brando
That was a very good fight. This one hasn't started yet. So
Okay, no.
Yeah. You know what? I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Joe, roll a d20 for me. Are you in the game?
No.
Oh. Aw.
Roll a d20, sure, 20. Natural. Hey!
wait.
17, Rahal. The turret that's within 6 squares of you sees you, turns, and begins firing
Sweet.
its technicians.
This is going to be so good.
17 and a 7. It just starts, in classic Stormtrooper style. It just opens up. Activating TLXS.
Right.
And Merrick.
We have comms. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Enemy spotted. Yada, yada, yada. Turrets are moving around, scanning like mad. And here comes the ATST looking for target. But it triggers TLXS, who said,
I will fire. So I'm going to draw some attention and fire a concussion grenade at the ATST.
Okay.
Whoop. And I rolled a 27. And so if that puts it in the right place, and if that hits the reflex defense,
14.
then-
I am a barn
yeah.
on chicken
You
legs.
just have DR, so hopefully the 29
yes, I do.
points of damage will do something.
Okay. Happen to have my notes here. My full hit point total. Fill it up. Yes, I do have DR. Take some off. If this many. But successful explosion and score marking and all kinds of stuff. He moves.
Hey!
Yay! What?
And Merrick had his action ready, did he not?
Yep.
It did.
What's your range for the launcher? Don't forget to check your
50.
ranges, boys.
50 squares.
Yay! Okay. 21 squares away from TLXS. He's 34 away from Merrick. Merrick, you open up.
Yes.
Okay. You are shooting right through your friends to shoot this thing. However, soon as somebody shoots, I guess it kind of triggers. So, what do you want to do?
I would like to use my gun.
You want to move up, like take some air, so that you're not shooting literally through your friends to their backs, because like they're all on the same half wall. It's just further in. Right? You aim down the scope, you got to shoot literally through an invisible Skeel and TLXS. Now he's invisible, but I'm sure Skeel is muttering his position to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a giant statue in the way, and blah blah blah.
Well, if I'm aiming at the upper portion of it,
The statues are huge, just like the TST.
So he's got cover. So
Yeah.
it's really a cover situation,
oh, okay,
at least.
Yeah.
okay.
If you got
wanted
your
to
actions, can you not
slide
take
along
aim?
the wall.
Yep.
Well,
Can you shoot through friendlies with aim?
you can't aim.
Is this
and
a readied
auto-fire.
action? Yeah, is this
Yeah,
a readied action?
it's a readied action. Yes.
Then it's just a standard. So
Yeah,
one
so you
couldn't
can't-
aim.
Yeah. So
For
he's
just
got
a
it one
standard.
shot.
Yeah, I can't brace. I
Take
can
your
just,
negs.
You can
Hey, it's
just-
cool. I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to for fun. Sorry, just trying to burst fire.
So, behind cover, straight at the machine,
Yeah.
you burst fire.
No,
And it has,
sorry, not
it has cover.
Roll it.
Oh, burst fire when using me. I get 2 attacks, but they're both at
Yeah, you've read
additional
it in
rate of
action.
one
You can only
stick.
read
Yeah,
it like a
that's.
single.
I think you're looking for the one where you like
Well, it is a single
focus
action
your
burst
auto fire attack. Is that not
No,
the?
no, I can't brace, so I'll be taking I start with a base -3 penalty.
Right. And you can't take more than one attack because
Right.
you don't
'Cause
have
it's
a
a
full
ready to
round
action.
of it.
But
It's
it's
just a shot. Take
What
a
is it?
shot.
Yeah.
So- So burst fire is focusing the
5
cone so it does a single
target.
target, but extra dice damage. You're thinking, I think, of double attack, where you get to make 2 attack actions.
Yeah, but he's
Right.
saying burst action still counts as a single standard, which he is allowed to take with a ready action.
Okay.
Yeah, burst fire you can do.
I got your back. I'm the GM.
Thanks. Oh, just
Cool.
make sure I'm understanding everything correct here. Thank you, Jam. The blessings are well. So burst fire. So I take an additional -5, so I got a -7 on my roll.
5 for the burst, 3 for the
5 for the burst, and then a -3 for auto fire. Normally it would be a -5, but because I have control burst by being an elite trooper, it's a -3.
put that in your mods.
Yes.
Okay. My 14 becomes a 24 because of cover.
You
And he is your prime target.
yes, which gives me a +2, so it makes it then a -5. Thank you.
6.
7.
5 and
Miss
8.
twos.
Just said 3 and 5 in separate.
Oh,
enemies.
8. Yeah, sorry from 8.
Not going down this road again with you.
Okay.
Well, just we're talking
Hey, you
math.
know what?
So
We're in combat. Everybody mute up. If I have a problem, I'll call out to you. Because I think we're just confusing the poor man. Because everyone's blurting. Not that I don't mind blurting.
no, there's a lot
Gives me
on
time
it.
to think, but yeah. Push
All
buttons,
right.
Merrick. We'll just do the math after.
We got it.
For a ready to action, this is
I'm
like
targeted?
it's totally slow motion. You don't need target. You just roll dice. Okay, now
Attack of
you're
15.
15. You took the negative
Yeah, -7 is on there.
6.
6.
Okay. With my cover 24, that is a miss, unfortunately.
Boo.
Because it's not air attack, it's burst. So you just start lighting them up. Kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? Anyway,
We.
okay, so a separate... Now, even though we have the same initiative, because the bad guys all go, one sees him, one does not. So I had the turret that actually perceived a target fire, triggering you guys. Other one has to wait for the phone call. He's just doing his thing. Anyway, coming back to his turn, that you guys are all triggered, okay? Sure enough. 1, 2, 5, 6. He moves 6 and opens fire on where the turret says there's a bad guy, which is wrong. Oh, and we're taking fire from beyond the wall. Okay, I look over.
Fun.
I look over as a free action, right? See the gunfire, and I have a choice. Shoot the closer target or the further target, and I'm pretty much going to start chewing up a wall. Anyway, so and the script for this thing is not nice. I'm not going to tell you what it says it does, but I'm just going to say, guys, it is, and I quote from the script, aggressive. Uses things like full weapon load. Kinds of shit. So, I'm going to shoot at Rahal, and I'm going to grenade the guy beyond the wall. So... Systems grenade launcher, light blaster cannons. Okay, looks like the co-pilot has a choice between light blaster cannon and the grenade launcher. So, blaster cannon, the regular one, the pilot will shoot at you. 6. That's not so bad. Do a little distancing here. Hey, any penalties? Heavy weapons? Probably not.
Not for distance.
Right, so it's good.
I should have cover.
Oh yeah, yeah. You add 10 to your reflex. Just gonna start chewing up.
Oh, base cover
Yeah, I don't think
is,
it's that high.
is 5. Total cover is 10.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, actually, I did have total cover before because of that damn statue, but now I'm in regular.
yeah.
Anyway, so add 5 to your reflex, and the the blaster cannons
Nope.
fire at you with a 20.
That
It's a
misses.
miss. Is a miss. And while that's going on, you see the grenade launcher on the side just arc up a bit and launch its grenade beyond the wall and drops a 2-square burst on returning fire on the massive spray that comes my way. Thank you for the tracer bullets. also with a +6. Pew pew on Merrick's position. 25. Merrick. Add 5 to your reflex. What's your standard reflex?
It is.
Oh, never mind. It's grenade. You don't have cover. Sorry. With a 25, I've just got to hit the area and...
The reflex of 25 base.
Okay, so I do hit you. So it's not even halvesies. I barely hit you. So, 46 in grenade damage booming for you. I straight missed. Friend in a hat. He just leaves the hat on the wall and like slinks away. Let's talk about 4. Let's talk. Somebody tried to blow you up, Merrick. How do you feel about this? 15 points of damage. Do you have damage reduction? Do you have shields? What do you got?
I do have shields. I have 10.
Okay.
And then the 10 bonus HPs from DL.
Okay. So it's got to get through the shield first before we come off of phantom hit points, right?
I believe so.
That is a question you may answer instead of just nodding. Thank you, Doug. I know I shut you all up, but that was funny. All right. So 10 gets through your shield, 5 comes off your phantom, and your shields are down. Yeah? That's what it looks like to me. Okay, so take 5 off your phantom. Your shields are currently down. You must take action.
Down to 5.
Yeah.
Shields at 5.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is the walker, and, you know, these guys are chatting away. Which brings us to Skeel.
Yes.
What do you want to do? It's go time.
Yes, it is go time.
You want to go away? You want to go left? You want this your chance to escape?
Yeah, so I'm gonna flee the battle, you know, because I'm a filthy coward.
No. Tactical withdrawal.
What do I look like? A pinstripe suit wearing SOB? No,
Hey.
I drop cloak.
You drop cloak. You put the pre-designed letter, dear Rahal. This is for the fucking wager.
Recollection of running away from any fights, Mr. Jedi. Maybe I'm gonna chuck you at the turret.
Drop cloak. That sounds like code.
You drop your cloak and
Yes. So the
post a sticky note on Rahal.
so
Says,
the turret.
Oh my
You
god,
know,
he's naked. Sorry.
drop robe.
I'm going to throw you in the turret.
Okay,
So-
let the man have his turn.
From the turret's camera's perspective, you know, it sweeps at Rahal, and then suddenly just boom,
Yeah.
cone head.
Great big head comes out of the water. Dark.
So
Sorry.
move action, move up to the turret. Swift action, light the sabers, and I get 1 strike with my primary saber on the turret. Southwest turret.
Okay.
Take that strike. Oh, I will use melee defense. Take a -5 to my hit to get a +5 melee reflex.
Okay.
Actually, no, -3 +3, and that's a 2. So 10 total to hit.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, that's okay. So I swipe. I miss the turret as it's kind of readjusting and standing there.
You
Both
hit-
sabers up.
You hit it, but it's like a glancing blow. It's moving, so, you know,
Yeah,
can't quite get. Okay.
that's me.
A 20. This is going to be. No, it's fine. I guess it was triggering. TLXS, you're up. Merrick, you go next. While TLXS is thinking
And
about...
while Doug comes off mute to
I
explain
was
what
gonna
his character
say-
was
I
going
was
to
saying,
actually
Ryan,
do.
Ryan, what did
I'm
you do
going
for Star
to-
Wars Day yesterday?
Nothing in particular other than worked on a really cool piece of technology.
You know any Star Wars? Okay.
Yeah, May the Force be with you.
No, nothing Star Warsy. Okay, check.
No, nothing Star Warsy.
Okay.
Other than to prepare for really cool.
I guess
tech.
now Joe could say I did this because he's here now, watching the game. So, anyway, there you go, Aiden. That interruption was brought to you by Aiden Willems.
Hey.
Because I have to learn to interrupt other people besides him.
I will fly up, over, and between Rahal and the ATST. So I'll be one square diagonally up to put myself in line of sight from where that is to protect him.
Cool.
I will take a shot at the ATST with my Blast Tech rifle. I'm looking for some weak spots in the armor there to hopefully pick out past its damage resistance. And I will spend a force point on that 13 to... Oh, wait, it's a 1. There's no reason for me to spend a force point on a 1 because that will still make it a failure. So,
However, that does proc Merrick's advantageous opening.
thank you. You're right. I rolled a 1.
Oh, I get a free attack. It's one of my many abilities.
Do you have?
He forgets.
No.
That's why I tell everyone it's my.
Do you have to have it? Do you have to have it prepped? Does it have to be on your main target? Like, is it triggered by something, or is just once its talent is up,
by
it's up
a
and running?
natural 1 on an attack roll happening.
Yeah,
Either
when
side.
an enemy
And
or ally in your line of sight
Okay,
rolls
I
a
just
nat
wanted to make
1
sure
on
it wasn't
attack roll.
tied to something specific, like a target or. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I will take an auto fire attack.
Now this is a reaction. This does not count as your turn. Or does it move you to this spot, allowing you to jump an initiative? Like as a
It's a reaction.
Yeah, I know, but it might say as a reaction you can suddenly fire, and that's your turn. Or it could say it's a reaction, you fire, and then it doesn't say that. You know anything? So like, what is it specifically?
There is nothing about its turn. It just says when an enemy or ally in your line of sight rolls a nat 1 on an attack roll, you can make a melee or ranged attack against a single target within range.
Yeah, attack of opportunity kind of thing. Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
So I rolled a 25.
This thing has foolishly moved around out into the open.
And it's just an auto fire.
And even if I could argue that technically, even though it's on bandy legs and standing way above the cover, it is behind cover and is granted cover by the... not taking cover, so... Have at me.
It takes
Prime
30
target.
points. 30 points of damage.
Okay.
Or yes, I assault it with 30 points. What happens is
No,
up
I
to you.
know I got my deal. Still doing really well.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Start chewing this thing up.
And then I will draw fire, saying, "Leave. You're one ugly two-legged creature."
Do you like scream this on a loudspeaker or whatever? But like we're in
Yeah,
machines, we can't really hear you just talking. Or
It's flavor text. They don't have to hear me. They just notice me. It's my presence that draws them to me.
not
And
really.
so I
I
persuade
want to hear
them.
I want to hear the actual parameters of the ability, please. Because if I was
Okey
thinking about
dokey.
this earlier, is like we're all we can hear is our own guys yelling at us over the comms. So that's distracting enough. Now we're peering through little windows. You know what I mean? So like one little droid going burp, burp, burp. So it's like,
You can distract opponents and convince them that you are the most tempting and most dangerous target in the area. As a swift action, make a persuasion check and compare the result to their will defense of all opponents within line of sight.
Okay, that's fine. As long as we see you and you're waggling your butt at us and smacking it, and woohoo! Yeah, okay. The chat was for flavor. I thought it was
Yeah, no, it is. It's all
I
flavor.
have to speak the language, blah blah blah, because we've done the line so many times. Okay, cool.
I rolled a 28 on my persuasion check against all line of sight, and I protect 6 squares of me right now. So anything
That's
within-
hefty.
Yeah, considering it's got like. Let's look up the other pilot here.
Now, once I fail doing that, they become immune for the rest of the fight. But
I think everyone's gonna have a big heart on for you. And that's you?
Yep.
Okay, coming back to Merrick's actual turn. Hello, Merrick.
Hello. All right, I would like to brace, and then auto fire.
Would you like to move from cover?
No, I like cover.
Okay, so if you're not aiming, your friendlies that you're kind of shooting through, plus the half wall, are enough to give this thing cover.
Oh, it's tall, right? Or...
Yeah, but again, I got to go with the actual mechanic. Oh, hang on. No, never mind. Forgot I said that. Go ahead.
Cool.
I'm not squatting behind a wall like you are, and you are shooting up at me. I'm not used to you shooting up at things, Merrick. I'm used to you shooting down on things. I'm a little confused here in my brain.
It's the reverse up. I understand.
Roll 20's all screwing me up here. Fire. You may fire when ready.
Excellent.
Practicing my Imperial officer. Can we do an Imperial campaign now? You may fire.
you get to play an Imperial officer every game.
That's true. That's true. I want to play a Jedi. I mean, if I only ever going to get to play once under some other gracious GM, I would like to be the user just for the scout.
You had Master Denia, and look what you did to her.
Here's somebody in a coma.
Yeah.
Here's a 5-minute Sith. Oh no, 3 minutes because we're overpowered.
Maybe
Okay.
I'll take the opportunity in the next Star Wars game that we've been planning to finally hash out the Jersey voice.
Way back in the Kotar era. Anyway,
Yeah.
how was that
Nice.
here, Merrick?
Oh, sorry, double clicked. The first one is 29.
Okay. Hit, sir.
Nice. And it does.
That was such a sweet roll, too.
9, so that's 45 points of damage.
Okay. Next we have. Shooting it up. It shoots up real good.
All right. So can I use a force point to juice my use the force roll? Or
Yes.
move? Yes, because it doesn't have the light side descriptor, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm going to just dump that force point first because that's fun. I got a 3. And then I'm going to move object. Attempt to, anyways. The turret right here.
The East.
One thing I will say, telekinetic force powers are affected by cover.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's something I screwed up previously.
And how
I
big
saw-
are these? How big are these?
Half-height berms. Oh, the stone things. Those things are 20 feet tall.
Thank you for finally coming clean after 5 books, Messina. Oh, wait a minute. That was one.
No, I came clean middle of book 4. And even prior to that, it hadn't come up too often.
Oh, look at Ryan's face. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about auto fire that Doug had to mention before he actually played like a
Okay,
billion
that's
times.
fair, yeah, I
But
forgot
I'm talking about piloting rolls that you're supposed to anyway. So Rahul, adjusting your tactic now that we know more.
Yeah, because that.
And you
That,
could go for the one that I'm next to, and you have a free shot on that.
That's true, actually. Because that -5 is going to make a big difference for me. What are these things on the ground?
That is a hatch on the east side of the inner dome.
Oh, okay.
And I think those are just plaques on the north and south side.
You know what? I might actually go for the ATST. It took a shot at me.
So with your force
have to
point
move
and
up
you
4 squares.
Yeah, I'll have to move first. Get in range, right? There's my ruler.
kind of thing.
I need to. Yep, that's fine.
Creeping up the wall, 4 squares.
Yep.
And force points
Can
standing,
you stay
22
adjacent to
standing.
me?
25 total.
He's not used to being left, so he runs around. He needs to close to this distance to get his power off for 12.
Yeah.
So sorry to.
Yeah.
Anyway, 25 to do what exactly?
To move object.
Okay.
How
Oh,
big
yeah,
does
that
that get
will-
you?
That
Do you
will
have-
be an opposed grapple check.
Yeah.
Do you have more than just the standard move light object? You actually have the power.
I have move object. It is the force power, yes.
Okay. Reach out the force, grabbing in the air with a grippy grip, just for the silly cinema audience that can't figure out what you're doing. You pop a vein and you try to move it where? What? Stop it from walking
Away. So
back.
let's just say it's going to move in the opposite direction directly from me.
All right.
So I'm just straight back.
This is a
You do have to keep it, I believe, within the 12 square range.
Throw it to the side. Huge is what you get with
So
that.
maybe I should chuck it at the turret
Yeah,
Nice.
if you can lift it.
if I can move it. Yeah, if it's enough.
That'll do.
so.
So
you did
I
a-
can move an object up to the huge size, dealing 66 points of damage with a 25. And how big
And-
is this? Is it huge?
It is huge.
Okay.
And I make a grapple check by rolling a d20 and add my grapple modifier, right?
Yes, as a reaction.
Okay, which is 25.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 for a 28. Oh, but you'd already used a force point.
Yep. That would have
Anyway.
worked had I hit the 6,
So, but you could see it like wobble sideways, and it starts drifting, and then like the foot goes out to steady it, and it's fighting. Like it almost looks like it's getting pushed in the wind. It doesn't move official squares, but you see it fighting, like creaking, moving over. Oh, look, he's doing it! He's doing it! He's doing it! No! The X-wing falls back in the swamp. Sorry.
And
We
I'm
were-
going to use my swift action to go, shit.
Do or do not. There is no.
I tried. I tried.
I'd say nice try, but there is no try. So.
Actually, no, I'll use my swift action to activate my telekinetic savant to return my move object to my suite.
There you go. Round 3. Wait a minute. Did I have all the Imperials go?
Yes.
Did all 3 of the turrets fire? I don't mean to be.
They're looking for everybody. Like they have their job, right?
So I know the one that's closest to me fired and the ATSD fired.
Okay. So Spectra comes over the comms and tells you that there's enemy forces close by, and when you guys lit up, they called them, and they're running over. Right? So she's like, I'll take position here and hold them off, because otherwise it's me coming in with flavor, and then you guys getting rushed by ground forces where I can pin them down.
Yeah.
So she says, like, I'm out of this one, guys, but I got to pin down some ground forces, or you're going to be overrun.
Thank you.
Much
And then
appreciated.
something about they bought it, and which brings me to the
Where
Imperials.
were we?
Brings me to the Imperials, right? Starting with us looking around. Oh, look over here. One turns on you. I can shoot that way. What are you shooting at, Bob? New turret. Plus round. What do we see? Oh, look, there's a guy flying above a wall going, everybody should shoot me. And he goes, okay. Well, a turret acting like a modified T4. Snow speeder. If you guys picture the snow speeders, it's almost like,
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah.
We should use their grappling hooks on this ATST.
Bastard. Laser.
Come at me, bro.
Yep. Double laser cannon shoots at our bro, as it were. It's 4. Hello. 7. It just comes over, just starts. Oh, doesn't kind of want to turn the whole way and like shoot at the statue, right? Actually, it starts. The statue gets a little damage, maybe. Just like on here.
Oh, don't damage things. We weren't supposed to make any damage.
I'm sorry. No, you weren't in line of sight. You're like, come here. Just wonder, like if I hadn't noticed you yet, does your ability still affect me, right?
No, it's line of sight, and I can't have cover relative to them. So if I've got cover, he's free.
Okay. Anyway, that 7 was targeted at you, Rahal, but still misses. ATST wants to have more than just a slight roll. Okay. For no good reason, all my controls freeze up and I'm having to fight something and there's no wind and there's a guy out there popping a vein. They don't say, oh, there is a Jedi on the board, but they do report that, something strange is happening and I'm lost control of my thing and, we're strongly suspecting, we're just going to shoot him.
But there are lightsabers out. There are lightsabers.
Yeah, one of the turret cameras literally just sees a cone and 2 glowing.
I haven't got to him yet. I'm talking about the ATST.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's just going around the board here. Oh, don't worry. Oh, well, okay. Now that cat's out of the bag, when I got to the other turret, there's like, there is a Jedi. That's basically what I was gonna go for. Actually, yeah, there is. He's here. He's everywhere. Now they think there's a master because he's attacking one turret while using the Force to attack the other. They haven't put it together that there's 2 on the board. Kind of. How do we know how many there are? Count the lightsabers. There's 2, but he's in front of me. But it's very confusing. All right. So again, our co-pilot is going to shoot long at Merrick's position. It's my switching stuff. No, I got these nice grenade. 6. Shooting at Merrick with my grenade launcher. Pew! 15. Sticks the landing behind you. Psh, does not hit your reflex and does half. Or half of 11,
46.
so 5. 5 points of damage is just enough to chew your shield. What was left of it, right?
That's exactly what.
Oh, you bastard! You snipered my shield.
With a grenade. Sniper. Respect, right? This thing's looking at you.
Just.
That's the co-pilot. The actual pilot is going season on bro. Because I can see you. My willpower sucks, and I shoot at the droid with a 19.
That will not hit.
Shoots at you, around you, towards you, but does not actually hit you. Now the turrets. Oh, there's this Jedi right. Freak out. Hear the screams and the wails. No, it's just the turret like pans down. Pans down.
It's too close.
Everything in front of me. Sorry, dude.
No, I'm also outside of the draw fire range, so
the
I'm open season.
The gunner, right? This little panel shoots open and a spike comes flying out on a line and tries to harpoon your ass.
What? Turret should not have harpoons.
It literally says use all the weapon systems available on the turret, and you guys are like, "Hey, we could use the harpoon and like harpoon each other. We just need to get control of the turret." And like, yeah, that's fair game.
God damn it, Doug! This is your fault.
Harpoon away. 20. Hit your reflex.
Oh, reflex misses. I'm at 26 right now.
So the gunner misses, but the actual pilot, the guy in the big gun, tries to also shoot you with the guns. Sorry, that would have only been an 18. 11. Wow, we're terrible.
Yes.
We
So
went to the academy.
I see the screen pop open and a spike come at me. Catch it with one lightsaber. Blaster fire comes from the other one and just boom, boom,
Okay.
shuck off the other one.
All right. Are you gonna actually use block, or are we just
No.
Oh, okay.
Flavor. I will call out if I'm using a power
that's because
or
that's way
talent.
better to what I pictured. Where like you ever see a whale harpoon and it goes out and you hear the coil like spinning, it goes right. But if it doesn't hit its target, it just kind of falls limp, and then embarrassingly slowly like retracts. Sorry. But it just kind of like it almost is like it's trying to sneak past him like a. So I really like your flavor. It did not make me look so lame. I like that. Thank you for yes. Battle, he goes and picks it up off the ground and tangles it around his. Oh, yeah, we're battling. All right, 1, 2, 3. Which is now Skeel's turn. TLXS, get ready to run. Skeel,
Yes.
it's your turn, right?
It is my turn.
And we'll see you all next time.
Son of a...
Ah, that never gets old. No, really, it's
I know,
been
I
a
know.
while.
It was, that was
No,
great.
I was thinking the same thing.
We were running so late.
So excited.
Almost a
We will
2-hour
be back. We were going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen.